Welcome to Shampered. I'm Jessel, and here we discuss all things 3D printing. Today we have a baseball cap on my table, and it's broken. The clip that's holding the strap is no longer attached to the cap. The hole in the fabric got way too big through use, and the clip just fell out of the fabric. So if we can find a way to make this hole smaller, or some other way to reinforce it, I think we can put this back on and make this cap functional. Just so you know, the clip looks like this. It's a thin sheet of steel, I believe. And there's a loose eyelet in there. I believe this is called an eyelet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I spent a few minutes looking at this, and my initial thought was that maybe I could use a rivet gun and kind of replicate what this piece is doing. And I did a little test piece, and it's protruding way too much. There's nothing sharp, but it would still be very uncomfortable against my scalp. So I think we need something more low profile than this solution. But first things first, let me drill out this existing outlet because it's not really providing any value at this point. Okay, I spent a few more minutes studying this clip, and what I noticed is that at this angle where the two pieces are parallel to each other, the clip is already engaged, but it actually goes beyond that. So let me put this on and see. I would say that's about 5 degrees past, maybe. And if we open it up a little and measure this, we have about 3.5 millimeters of space, which will be more than enough for this little screw head. So I'm thinking, if I print a oversized washer that will get sandwiched in between these two pieces of fabric and put a nut on the other side, we might be able to secure things. Okay, let me go make a quick test piece and see if that's even viable. I just came back from designing and printing a test piece, and here we go. This is in TPU, and I already press fitted an M3 hex nut in there. I'm actually surprised that this came out so nice because TPU is notorious for absorbing moisture, and the last time I used this filament was maybe 7 months ago or even longer, and this thing is perfect. But anyway, yeah, let's dry fit. Okay, that worked really well for the first try. So let's go over a few things. Number one, the hole location in the washer that I printed in TPU is a little bit off, but that's an easy fix. I can move it up and down, left to right, just a few millimeters, and we'll be good. The second thing is the screw is a little too long right now, so I'm gonna have to find a way to address that. I don't think I'll be able to use my bolt cutter because this is so tiny, but I'll figure something out. The next thing, maybe this is not as critical, but this clip is pivoting around that screw, and it does this. I'm not sure how big of a problem this is, probably not that big, so maybe I'll use some glue if I really want it stuck down, but maybe I won't do anything about it. And similarly, I am a little worried that the washer might be moving around a little bit. So I was thinking maybe glue it down or even sew it down. But I don't know how necessary that is. In any case, we've got some adjustments to make, so let's get those things done first. Okay, the second version of the washer is here. It's a little smaller in size, and the hole is a little closer to this corner. Okay, for the screw, I'm just gonna use a set of pliers and cut it off. The diameter of the shaft is only 3 millimeters, so shouldn't be too bad. Never mind, it's bad. It's really hard. Try again. Okay, for the screw, I'm gonna use this wire stripper. It's got a few cutouts for clipping off machine screws, so we'll give that a try. That worked. Awesome. So let's insert the hex nut into the new casing or the washer. Okay, there you go. And this one goes in the garbage. Okay, so let's see if the new hole location is good. Okay, so that's really good. The holes line up perfectly. Now, remember what I said about gluing this piece down? I don't think I'll be doing that because this pivot action is what allows the hat to be more flexible and conform to different sizes ahead. But on the inside, I think it makes sense to glue this piece down because there's no reason for this to move around. So I have this tube of glue. It's called T7000. And I searched online and read that it works with TPU, which is great. So fingers crossed there. But what really sold me on using this product is mat fans around the world. How do you not use a product when you hear a phrase like that? Okay, jokes aside, it's a great product. I've used it multiple times before and it works pretty good. Actually, this is a couple days later since the last clip you just watched because it was a little too hectic during the glue up process, so I didn't film that. And this glue takes a couple of days to dry, so I kind of left it alone for a couple of days. So here we are, we're back, and I'm happy to report it turned out great. First of all, the piece of TPU I sandwiched in between the two pieces of fabric. It is flexible enough that it sort of maintains the natural curve of the cap. And the pivot motion is working as expected. It's moving up and down. Although I don't think this needs to move too much. Maybe a couple of degrees is enough, I think. It's just gonna be myself and my wife who'll be wearing it, and we share the same size anyway, so we don't need a ton of adjustability if it's just between the two of us. So all in all, I think this was a great project that didn't take too long, and now we have a functional baseball cap again. All right, so hope you got something out of it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.